Welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Subscribe to Machismo TV and Saul T-Balls. We stream daily from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best male-centric content. Highlight reels without reviewing or providing any editorial bias to the content. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
Hello, everyone. This is Kev, and this is Black Men Being Brutally Honest. And thank you once again for being with me on this Saturday evening. I did have another show planned, but because of the craziness that happened today in Pennsylvania, I had to make a slight alteration. So yeah, I got a poll up. Who are you voting for this November? Are you voting for Biden? Are you voting for Trump? Or are you going to vote for the couch? So, what's good, y'all? Thank you for joining me here. Shout out to those in the chat. Let me shout out the members first because the members support me for month after month. And if you want to become a member of this channel yourself, you can join for $2.99 per month. The members are as follows. We got Greg, Aaron P, Phil Brad, Gone for Milk, Indigo Flow, D Rock Den, American Negro News, Mr. Me Too, Barry Little, D Scott, Yumcha 11, Black Pearl, Andre 420, Asora of Seed, Black Light Revelations 2, Revelator, the Spirit of Variance, Forever Blessed, Detroit 313, and the Builder's Table. Thank you all for being here tonight with me. Shout out to the replay gang. Very important to the algorithm of this channel. Yes, because they watch these broadcasts on their own time. So if you're in the replay game, comment replay gang. You are much appreciated. Also, shout out to those in the chat real quick. We got RPM in the building. Got Phil Brad. What's good? Got Christopher the Conqueror. What's going on, my brother? Hybrid Catastrophic Impact X83rd Power. Yeah, crazy country we live in. Yes, we do. To the point where people think that, instead of, proving it with your views and inspiring people, you have to try to shoot folks. And we already don't like it going on in our own neighborhood. So why should we like it in this case? I know that a lot of people who, they hate Trump and they hate Trump that much. And, they'll cite their reasons of as racism and such. But, I have a different take on that. I mean, whether you believe the guy's racist or not, I mean, you defeat the man the right way. And that's what I believe. He said, hate him all you want, but nothing justifies trying to take his life. Plus, he has family, children, and grandchildren. Excuse me. This is Hybrid Catastrophic Impact X83rd Power. Hit the like button. Yeah, that's a great idea. Please hit that like button on the way in. Check my likes in a second. Carlton Way 1 was good. So I wouldn't be surprised if someone tries to do it again to Trump. Yeah, there's a lot of fear mongering. There's a lot of Trump hatred that's being espoused on the internet. So who knows? Somebody might try it again. What a crazy situation. Yep. Cartel, what's good, man? What's going on? Trump got to wear a bulletproof hat vest. Yeah, he said today was a crazy day. Yep. So I'm gonna do my Dr. Umar broadcast on Monday. Tomorrow night it's a smoke show. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. All right. Also, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna check my likes. All right. Oh God. Yeah, here we go. We got 11 likes so far. So if you haven't hit like yet, go ahead and hit like. And the serial disliker has struck again. I got one dislike already. So okay. So because of the opinions that I'm probably going to share and people not going to agree with them too much, let me go and play the public service announcement real quick. So here we go.
A warning. Warning. If you hear something that makes you upset on the broadcast, true, opinion, or otherwise, you are free to sign off or go to another channel. If you can't, please contact the displayed number below to seek help. Trolling and hate watching is more serious than you think. Now back to our scheduled broadcast.
Boy, dislikers be disliking, I swear. I mean, and it really doesn't bother me. It's become quite entertaining. So for that serial disliker, if you are a woman, like I said, I know you love me. Stop denying it to yourself. If you like what you see on the screen, hey, you know what? Hey, I don't blame you. But shit, for you guys out there that's, maybe if you're the serial disliker, I think you're forgetting one important thing.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Yep, that's me. Okay, wants problems always. So anyway, yeah. So there was an assassination attempt on former president and presidential nominee for the Republican Party, Donald Trump, in Pennsylvania today. Uh, yes, this right here, I would say, is going to go down as a. Oh, I almost forgot. Let me before I get started. Have a catastrophic impact. X83rd Power. Thank you very much for the generous cash app today with the 50. All right, so here you go. Yeah, thank you very much for that. Those kinds of things, those are the kind of things that keep this channel going. So the Cash App is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and Super Chat is open as well. So please support the stream, support the channel. Yeah. Yeah, so there was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump. Yes, I have lived with in my lifetime, two assassination attempts. I think the first one was Ronald Reagan. Yes, I was a what 4 or 5 years old when that happened, and today Donald Trump. So yeah, so it was craziness then. When a president's life is attempted, well, former president in this case, so a presidential candidate's life is attempted on, and it was always been crazy. And it's a crazy day today. And my question is, has the Trump train gained momentum? Has this lit a fire under the MAGA movement? And also, the most important question: did Trump just win the presidency in that one single act? And really, nope. Like, there are people that's gonna like Donald Trump no matter what he says, and they're gonna hate Donald Trump no matter what he says. But hey, an attempt on a man's life. I mean, shoot, as old as he is, he's probably not long for this earth anyway. I mean, and that's not something that I wish on anyone because, uh, yeah, because and the way he boldly stood against it, like, yeah, that makes him sort of an unsung hero to a lot of people. The commendation for his bravery. But there's a lot of people that also believe that it was staged, that these are crisis actors, blah blah blah. That's coming from the left, and people who are championing Joe Biden, whether he can't you know, spell words in his alphabet soup or not. I mean, that's just what it is at the end of the day. There are going to be people that are going to be staunch Democrats, and there's going to be people that's going to be staunch Republicans, no matter what. And and that's just what's going to happen. But yeah, I pulled some memes off social media. I'm going to show you in a minute. But I found an interesting video. It's from the DC Shorts. Yeah, it's called "The Media Before and After Trump Was President." Thought it was very interesting, and I wanted to show you guys. And also, fair use, by the way. Although I might get demonetized anyway, just like that bear video the other night that Hybrid put in the chat. But I mean, that was my fault right there. I should have known better. The video was demonetized, and I mean, like, it ain't like I'm getting millions and millions of views off this shit. So I mean, what they got? 1 cent, 2 cent? Like, fuck out of here. But yeah. So let me go ahead and present this video to you guys real quick. Let me share the screen. Then I'm going to show you the meme, and then we're going to get back to talking. But it's very interesting. Like, the whole point of this video is it's very interesting how they treated Trump before he became president, as opposed to how they're treating him. I mean, before he ran for president, as opposed to how they're treating him now. So, yeah, this media sure is funny. It's media sure is funny shit, you know, and it gives rise to the influence of how the media operates anyway. So, here we go. Let me go and play this for you real quick. Let me know if y'all can hear this stuff. I mean, you know, I've been having like little sound issues lately. So just put a one in the chat if you can hear the video when I play it. So, like I said, fair use, fair use, fair use.
Please welcome Donald Trump.
Joining us on the phone, Donald Trump.
Please welcome Donald Trump.
Watch your head. Very tall.
How are you?
Nice to see you. How's it going?
Who's mad? Donald Trump. Joy said the guy wears a tube.
He says that it's his own hair. So I believe him because I believe Donald.
Yeah. Notice the difference between then and now. Look at Joy Behar's stupid ass.
He's an upstanding American. And have Republicans considered replacing their candidate, as Sonny pointed out, with someone who isn't a twice impeached serial liar and a convicted felon?
Oh, my God.
Okay, you ready? Come in. Let's check it out.
No, it's true. It's real.
It's not very pretty, but it's real.
Well, we all know that Trump is a liar and a thief. You know? We know that. So it's not that big a jump to say that he obstructed and he lied.
Beautiful woman up there. That's your mother, isn't it, huh?
Yeah. Look at her.
Hello.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, this is definitely, I would call this being caught with your pants down.
And she's available if you're interested. I'd like to offer her.
I don't want to give him a platform because it validates him. And for me to have someone on the show, I have to at least admire them in some way. And I can't have someone that I feel is not only dangerous for the country and for me personally as a gay woman, but as to the world. He's dividing all of us. And I think I don't want to I don't want him on the show.
Okay. How's it going?
All right. That's great. Everyone is the charm there.
Right.
Pascal, let me start with the top question. Is Mika Brzezinski not just as beautiful today as the first time you called into our show in 2007 and embarrassed her?
I did embarrass her. I said she was very beautiful, and I watched the show because of her beauty, not because of any politics or anything.
That's still the case.
Yeah, she's gotten more beautiful.
Ridiculous.
Wow. How does that happen?
Power.
Trump is literally crazy on stage, and I say it not in a good way. Not well, not fit, not mentally capable of holding together a sentence when his prompt.
This is a very poor look for the media because, like, I always said that the media goes the way that the powers that be wants the media to go, and this is why they can't stand people like us on YouTube, because we don't need permission to espouse our views. These guys do, and it's pretty obvious how these guys flip-flopped. So
Goes down.
Go check the hair. Come on.
Get over here.
Go on. Get over.
Oh.
First time seen on TV. Just right. All right.
Hairspray. But it is mine,
There. It's there.
isn't it? Does it feel good?
Yeah.
I'm very uncharming. Look at that.
All right.
I can't.
I mean, see,
Why do people are actually voting? Is there really one person voting for
not
that
just
guy?
foreign languages.
How stupid would you have to be?
Foreign.
He can't complete a sentence. He can't complete a thought. He talks about Crooked Joe is the blood of countless victims. This is vicious violation. I mean, he just
Does he even think about what he's
fair use. The message is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. It's fair use.
going to say?
Does
Does
he
somebody
prepare?
give him a little
I
piece of
don't know.
paper or something?
Yeah, that was utter hypocrisy. And then, like, you always see examples of this all over social media. Like, you see examples of it all the time. I mean, Donald Trump was, like, me growing up, he was one of the most beloved celebrities out there. He was one of the most beloved celebrities out there. And then like he makes a remark about Megan Kelly, I believe, bleeding once a month, and now everybody's like, oh, Donald Trump is racist and sexist and the misogynistic, blah, 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 all this other stuff. And you know, one thing that I do have a problem with when discussing Trump with, like, I would say friends and family members is like you would ask an obvious question, and then friends, family members, of course, people on social media treat you like you're the dumbest motherfucker on the planet for some reason. And it's like, oh, because Trump is racist. I say, well, Biden is racist too. first thing first thing they say is, well, Biden apologized, and it takes a real man to apologize for they passed. I mean, the man had 50 years in office to do whatever the hell that he wanted to do. And and right now he's being all apologetic because he wants your vote. So I'm looking at the votes on my poll. We got, okay. They said I said, who will you be voting for in November? And 23 votes. 74% says Donald Trump. 4% says Joe Biden. And 22%, well, it just went to 21%, and it increased to 24 votes. 75% says Donald Trump. 4% says Joe Biden. And 21% says the couch. That there are people that are not even going to vote this year. And don't let the people that I talk to hear that. Oh, but there are people that die for your right to vote. No, they didn't die for your stupidity. So, oh yeah, I saw Jesus is King here earlier. What's good? Jesus is King. He said women on the spew are revolting. Yes, they very much are. Bad hombres in the building. The birther thing was started by Hillary Clinton, and Small had worked to spread lies on Obama. The Bonker TV is in the building. What's good? Hybrid says they can't hide their hypocrisy. Those from Jekyll and Hyde shit. He made guest appearances on many black shows. All of a sudden, he is racist. Yep. Also, he also did a cameo on the movie Home Alone. Very iconic, famous Christmas movie. Or was it Lost in New York? Yeah, he made an appearance on Lost in New York. That's what it was. Clayton Bisbee 704 said, I grew up in New York and we all liked Trump, and everybody thought the Central Park Five was guilty. Everybody. Yeah, now they're using the Central Park Five as a virtue signal to be against Trump. I mean, even I remember the women in my family when I was a kid thought that the Central Park Five was guilty because, it was a woman that was a victim. Because I mean, like in the mid late 80s, they were real high on that feminism crap. Like for real. And then nobody was saying anything about racism this, racism that. He was on Bobby Brown's music video On Our Own. Oh, okay. Yeah. The soundtrack for Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters 2. Yeah. So so Trump, this image with a bloody face and putting his right fist in the air, which is usually the symbol for say black power. Because I mean, if he was a Nazi like everybody said he was, he'd be doing this right here. But yeah, that's what I don't get it, man. It's just that whatever kind of beat that the media sends forth, the people are gonna go along with that beat. And I always try to, I don't know about you guys, but I do have faith in you guys that I'm always trying to be my own person about this. And then I even said I'd be voting for Trump this November, which probably made some people unsub. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm prepared for. It's like people can agree with me. People can, people can tell me that I've said all this great shit, but then I say one thing that they don't like, and then all of a sudden it's unsub. is unsub. you know. So, all right, we got Dark Knight mentality in the building. Anyone that's being honest knows that the only reason Trump is being called racist now is because he's running as a Republican, and that's the Democrats go to attack. I mean, shit. Yeah. I mean, everybody hates anybody that votes for a Republican. I mean, or even talks to the Republican. Remember Ice Cube? He took that plan for Black America um, to both parties. The Republican Party decided to talk to him, and all of a sudden, black people put out, "Oh, he went and talked to Trump. I hate Ice Cube. Blah blah blah. Let's make some memes. The memes, you know how that is. Yeah. Too hot to handle, too cold. What up, Marcus? We got Keep It 100 in the building. What's good? He said, I'm voting for the couch. Yeah, and that's your choice, man. That's your choice. You know, you're probably gonna have somebody coming. People died for your right to vote. People, and my answer to that will always be: people did not die for your stupidity. So, you know, whatever choice you make, I can respect that, my brother. I can. People's emotions are fickle. People are sheep. Yep. He's being called racist for more reasons than that, but I can't vote Biden either. Yeah, a lot of one thing that I constantly hear is he was denying apartments to black people in New York. You know, my thing is, if you're going to use that argument, you need to be mad at every apartment complex in America, except for the ones that are Section 8, of course. So you need to be kind of mad at them too, because those apartment complexes that become cesspools for all kinds of debauchery. The man said, I'm probably voting for Trump because of the indirect tangibles. Nanga Iboko said, I pay taxes. I will vote if I want to. Oh, okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. I respect that decision too. But you know, the internet is quick, so let's go through some pictures. Yeah. So okay, this was no doubt made by a Trump supporter right here. Oh, by the way, the shooter has been reported as killed, dead, gone. Also, they said a spectator in the crowd also died because of gunshot wounds, and 2 people were seriously injured. Okay. But D-Rock Den, what's good, man? Good to see you coming through here. Okay, let me do this. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right, but they do get funnier. Now all of a sudden, Donald Trump is 50 Cent. Like, come on, guys, for real. The bullet grazed him in the face. He didn't get shot 9 times. Boy, I tell you the truth, these people are fucking funny. When it comes to key issues such as immigration and foreign policy, Trump's policy is aligned with the interests of confident Black American men. Yeah, horrible aim, horrible fucking aim. Carlton Way, did you meet Donald Trump when you were on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Oh, that's right, you passed out and missed him. They hired the shooter off Timu. The the outspoken introvert was good. I don't like either. I'm voting for Trump simply because the economy was better and Black unemployment was at its lowest in history when he was in office. Strictly my interest. Don't care about anything else. Yeah, it's like you don't have to like the guy. It just has to align with whatever your interests are. I mean, people want to be liked too goddamn much. Like, you know, people would have this argument with me like, oh, yeah, you know, the Republicans don't care about you. And I don't even say anything about voting Republican. All I'm saying is like, I don't like Joe Biden in particular. And I mean, it can go beyond the 1994 crime bill or the crack era policies. It goes beyond that. This man has had 50 years experience in politics. This man, the presidency should have fit this man like a glove. And it just doesn't seem like it did. And like, why are we so forgiving of racism? You know, all of the crazy shit that he said like throughout the years. But like I said, when they get like old as black pepper, then all of a sudden they want to become apologetic for what they did, just like George Wallace when he ended up in the wheelchair. Remember Governor of Alabama, George Wallace? You know, the one that stood in front of the University of Alabama doors. Then he got shot and was a paraplegic. And then, I'm sorry, black people. And then black people want to be all forgiving and shit. Man. Like, damn, we are so quick to forgive racists, but anybody that wants to do any good in the black community that makes us mad one time, we want to hate that person forever. Kevin Samuels. The internet is undefeated. LOL. All right, Keep It 100 says, I respect some of the answers, but some of the shit Trump did fell outside of interest. Some of the move he made by SCOTUS appointees, I wasn't feeling. Okay. Dark Knight mentality. Politics isn't a popularity contest. All these politicians are in it for power. At the end of the day, you should vote for whose policies and actions best support the interests of the American people. Not only that, align with your interests as well. Say yes, we are forgiving people. That Trump 50 cent meme is super hilarious. Yeah, if you think that was hilarious, look at this one. Like, come on. I'm like, damn, man. I'm sure there'll be more tomorrow. When Trump signs into law, crime bill level ish, then talk to me about racism. Then, if he is racist, if his policy helps us, I don't give a fuck what he thinks. Y'all gotta understand, man. Most of your government is racist. I mean, why do black people all of a sudden trust the government when when the government has always been against the interests of blacks, and then the Democrats, parade around you like they're the good guys. George Floyd dies, they want to walk into on Capitol Hill with kente claws. You got a vice presidential nominee that thinks that the only connection that she can make to us is saying Wakanda forever, wearing Timbs, collard greens, carrying hot sauce in her bag, visiting HBCUs with naive Gen Zers. Like, hell no. Hell no. That's because, see, and if you don't see it by now, you will never see it. It's shoot. She said Teflon done. Yeah, that Trump 50 cent meme is killing me. LOL. Biden is racist. Biden is historically racist. Historically. Said, I don't think Trump is any worse or better than Biden. I don't know, man. I mean, optics. I mean, according to optics, like, I don't know, maybe. Like, Trump not shaking the hands of black folks. Like, when during public appearances, he shake a white hand, shake another white hand, pass by the black hand, shake another white hand, shake another white hand. Yeah, that looks, pass by another black hand reach out for Trump. Trump don't even look that person way. I mean, yeah, that's not a very good look. It's not. She wore the boneless Timbs. Said most white people don't like us, but so what? The only people that, what up, Shaka Nulu? What's good? They both old rich white men who gives a fuck whose policies benefit me, straight black men. Yeah, who has a better agenda for straight black men? Yeah, because you got one president out there with Billy Porter's half dead ass. Like, and that seems to be all they care about. Like I said, I'll never forget, man. I'll never forget when Biden finally won the presidency, all over the news, black folk dancing in the middle of the street like the worst era in racism was over. Like they done forgot the damn civil rights era. Like, get the fuck out of here. What you stopping traffic for? Oh, Biden won, yeah. And then, like I said, first two policies he signed in the damn signed into legislation. One for the gays, one for the Asians. and then the gay policy was, oh, let some boys play with some girls. It's like, what the fuck? Andre 420, what's good? What's good? Said they are playing black people for a fool. Most of the elections play black people for a fool. It's just that the Republicans are way less upfront with it than the Democrats are. Because I mean, like, if you come to me as a black voter, you should automatically assume that I want to, I want to hear about policies. I want to hear about something that benefits blacks directly. Doing something specifically for blacks based on our struggles in the past. And I mean, that reparations thing will never be off the table as long as there's someone that is willing to fight for it, even though I don't believe that all of us are really on board with it. And even if reparations were to come to fruition, I don't think any of us will see it in our lifetime. Yeah. And then you got conservative senators fighting against reparations, but you also have Democrats speaking against it as well. I mean, you even had your vice president, who everybody wants to make black, like she is dark as Lupita Nyong'o, saying that there's nothing that they can do just specifically for blacks. I mean, you did something specifically for Asians. You did something specifically for the LGBT community. What you mean you can't do something specifically for blacks? You just don't want to. What's Trump's agenda for straight black men? I have no fucking clue. Not at all. Somebody that's more politically astute could probably tell you that. But I'm just gonna I'm just gonna go ahead and admit the truth to myself. I have no idea what his agenda is for straight black men. I don't care about handshaking. Yeah, me neither, actually. The only black people that love Biden are LBJ lovers. Oh, Lyndon Baines Johnson. Yeah. The one that's rumored to say I'll have black people voting Democrat for the next 200 years. They had King signing that civil rights legislation. And then everybody's like, all of a sudden the Democrats are the good guys. Oh, we need to vote Democrat from now on because white folks like us and shit. Nah, I'm good. The shooter said he shot Trump like 9 times. Oh, man. Biden does more than handshaking. He'll massage your whole arm. Yep. Yeah, I saw that creepy video the other night. I wish I had it now. But, I don't want to be like people who straw man, because we talking about Trump tonight. Because, every time you say something bad about Biden, I'm like, man, Biden probably can't even spell Biden right now. The first thing motherfuckers say, oh, but what about Trump? Like, shut up, shit. Aaron P was good, man. Was good. New said blacks only vote for skin color. You'll never win anything. Become independent and do for self. Can't bed your oppressors. Trump has no agenda for black people, direct or indirect. Anything he does for white folks will be states' right specific, and you don't live in those places, it's irrelevant. Nub Glory says black American men are overrepresented in the military. Trump has promised to end the Biden's war on Putin's Russia. That means black American men in the military will be kept out of harm's way. Okay. Don't want to and don't have to when they'll get 90% of the vote anyway. Shaka, we can't vote skin color. We only had a black candidate a few times. LBJ was always racist. Yeah, racist as fuck. It's no secret. He was a Southern politician through and through. He didn't say black people. He said niggers. KP from KC5, what's going on? Many men wish death upon me. Trump is definitely going to win this election, though. Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, LBJ was a creep even by Southern politician standards. Since he got felonies and he's been shot, he definitely want some votes. He definitely want some votes. What do you mean want some votes? Yeah, because every time somebody been through anytime like anything a black person supposedly been through, they got the black vote. He been shot. He got felonies. We had one president that said I smoked, but I didn't inhale, and played the saxophone. Black folks was on board with that shit. And that's all it took. Said Jesse Obama and Kamala is fake black. Jesse Jackson is a snob. And I can tell you that from experience, that Jesse Jackson is a snob because the few times he visited Montgomery, Alabama as I was growing up, and even once in my adulthood, he acted like a straight celebrity. Like he was too good to be around those people. Like, yeah, I remember he visited St. Jude Institute one time. That was the elementary school I went to. And my grandmother, she was the cafeteria manager. You know, my grandmother was a lunchroom lady, and he thumbed his nose to her. So fuck Jesse Jackson, seriously. And my grandmother got snippy with him right back because that's the kind of lady she was. Trump called them window shoppers. Damn. What up, Marcus Romero Productions? What's good, man? We ain't we ain't had enough black candidates to vote skin color. Yeah, yeah, we always got them old super light people with white in their family and other nationalities like Cory Booker, you know. And I mean, even to the point like we had Jim Clyburn. No, not a presidential candidate. You know, just some people. It's just people in high places. But I mean, what black candidates ran? Jesse Jackson, which you know he was no match for Walter Mondale at the time. Uh, then um, then like you had Ben Carson and who was the pizza guy who died? Forgot his name. Yeah, but okay. Thank you for the super chat, sower of seed. Support the stream. He said after that publicity stunt, I'm voting for the couch and my passport. Oh, okay. So I appreciate the support. There you go. All right. Yeah, here you go too. If this was a stunt, I wouldn't be surprised to be honest. Yeah, but you know, and like I don't like to say things without proof. You know, I look at the optics because I mean, there's a lot of people that are saying that this was a publicity stunt. This was you know, the conspiracy theorists are saying that those are crisis actors. The people the crowd in the background that heard the gunshots, they didn't move, they didn't scatter, they didn't run. You know what I'm saying? Is I don't know. I don't know. New says, no, I meant vote with skin color. We keep asking for shit instead of taking. Oh, okay. Yeah, we keep asking and begging and putting our hands together. And oh, man, you know, just like the one thing that I don't really like to hear our people say is, well, you know, things can't happen overnight. Things things can't happen overnight, man. And then you know another thing that I hear is what you doing then? What you doing then? I'm like, what, nigga. Okay, 46 votes. Say who you be voting for in November. Trump is still at a whopping 74%. Biden is 2%. The couch 24%. Yep. Some people are gonna stay on the couch this year. I mean, it is what it is. Said the brother who died during COVID can't recall his name. It's like Howard something. Like, let me see. Google will tell me. Google will tell me. If somebody in that chat knows. Okay, pizza presidential Republican candidate. Herman Cain. That was his name. Herman Cain. That was his name. Teresa Crow, what's good? How you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're subscribed to this channel. Yeah, Biden said enough of the debates. It's time to put Trump on the bullseye. Biden called for the attempted assassination of President Trump. Okay. The opinions expressed by the chat is not necessarily my opinion. So please, YouTube, take that with a grain of salt. Unless there's actual evidence that comes forward, I will not co-sign with that opinion. But you know, the freedom of this channel is people are allowed to think what they want to think. So there. The couch may win. Yeah, the couch might win. Harambe might win. Bernie Sanders might finally get in there. And I was a Bernie Sanders guy. I'm not so much a Bernie Sanders guy because I heard him call himself a feminist. Epic dance a lot. I'm just saying, why would you do this when you in an advantage state? What's up, Epic Dance a lot? Hope you're subscribed to the channel too. Just saying, I'm seeing some new folks in here. So yeah, and also for the subscribers, make sure you are still subscribed. I don't think YouTube is taking too kindly to a channel named Black Men Being Brutally Honest. So, it may be people that are unsubbing, there's always that possibility because I went against a certain somebody and some people may feel slighted by that and what the fuck ever. But, just in case that isn't the case, just make sure you're still sub to this channel. Yeah. I mean, Biden said, do it. I even saw a meme with Hillary Clinton saying, what do you mean they missed? Everybody votes for a specific group interest. Why should we be any different? Exactly. Vote was in our interest. I've been saying on a lot of social media posts, feelings 2024, because that seemed like that's how we vote. Look at this meme right here. Yeah, Christopher the Conqueror said, exactly. Nobody else has any qualms for voting for their own interests. A lot of black men seem to think that we're living in the early 70s with the community model. Yeah, man. No, they vote. No, a lot of black men vote how the white want them to vote. They get in line. Get in line and vote for Biden, God damn it. And that's exactly what they tell black men. And see, the thing is, though, I want black men to stop being such pussies and take charge. You take the lead. She's supposed to be getting in line with you. But you getting in line with her. Okay. Happy wife, happy life. Oh my God. Like, cut that fucking shit out. Shoot. Hybrid catastrophic impact X83rd Power said, I wouldn't be surprised if he had something to do with it, but we don't know it for sure. So that's what I want y'all to keep in mind. Shoot. So let me check my likes. Everybody better be pressing like on the way in. Okay, I got 28 likes. Okay, that's a pretty good ratio for the number of people that are watching. So please hit like on the way in. And that one serial disliker, that one dislike is still alone. I have a serial disliker. I would surely like to know who that person is. And what did I do that was so bad? And I mean, I've done many things. So it's hard for me to narrow it down. Nub Glory says the couch can't deport those 15 to 20 illegal immigrants whom Joe Biden brought into the country, but Trump can deport them. Still, the highest numbers of deportees, I think, still belongs to Barack Obama, whether you want to believe that or not. Alonzo Hall, the All-Star Advisor, salute. Go check that brother's channel out. Lots of valuable information, and he be dropping gems for free every time he goes on the air. So, black men being brutally honest might be perceived as an anti-democrat by the algorithm. Yeah, because, they putting it out. Yeah, they put that out there that the black manosphere is anti-black voter, and then I hear YouTube is run by a liberal contingency. So, it is what it is. That's why I've been going on every night. I've been trying to fight the algorithm and, try to get more newer eyes on this channel so they can sub and they can start coming to my lives and, support the channel. And I'm doing it for you guys. I'm doing it for the subscribers that are dedicated, that come here every time, to go on every night and make sure that I keep delivering content. So, like I said, it may not be next Friday or Saturday night. I have to miss one of those nights. I will be spending time with family, my in-laws in particular. But anyway, everyone stays trying to shame black men for self-interest. Hey, look, if Trump suits your interest, do it. I don't see anything being negotiated for us. Oh, okay. Yeah, but like I said, that's what black men have to understand. We have the freedom to do whatever we want to do. I'm not trying to sway your vote one way or another. That's why I have a poll. It's like, I'm not saying you should vote for Trump. I'm just saying, however you vote, it is what it is. I mean, if you vote for the couch, I don't blame you either. So let me see what the votes are at. Okay, 50 votes. Biden is at 2. Y'all ain't gonna vote for Joe Biden? God. Why Skinner Man K? What's good? That man said Trump, 51 votes. Trump at 71%. The couch at 27%. Biden at 2%. God, I would really like to know who the one that put their vote in for Biden. They're listening to mama also. Yeah, you'll see plenty of TikTok videos where mamas are yelling at their sons. Oh, why didn't you vote? If you didn't vote or you vote independent, that's a vote for Trump, which is the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. I frequent channels that are on the dark side of the algorithm. Oh, okay. I appreciate the support. Fuck dislikers. I celebrate them motherfuckers, man. I mean, shoot, I usually do this right here.
Now I'm feeling objectified by your male gaze. Damn.
Yeah. I usually do that. So, I mean, shoot, I celebrate the motherfuckers. Trump ain't deporting nobody. Both sides need cheap labor. Yeah, man, dude. Illegal immigrants been coming in here and claiming jobs ever since I was a teenager. I mean, shoot, yeah. But the thing is, though, about that remark or about that comment is once they get put on game, then they start making demands just like a regular American that grew up here. It's like if they're cheap labor now and they assess their value and worth, they won't be cheap labor for much longer. These people aren't stupid anymore. But if they are illegal, they have less power. So, I mean, been dropping great content after content. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. He said that's true, Kev, but the reason why Trump couldn't deport any more illegals than Obama was because the local and state elected Democrats refused to help him carry out mass deportations. All right. Neither of them are for us. Negroes need to learn that different camps of white people will line up together and either be negligent or flat out reject catering to black male interests. Yeah, they said outspoken introverts. Yeah, say they're getting in line for mama. They surely will. Shoot, where is it?
Mama!
Yep. Yep, they're getting in line for mama. If you have been a border state, state governments and small communities care about illegals coming into businesses. Do not, LOL. Cheap labor. It is important that Black American men vote for Trump Republicans in local and state elections so that can help Trump deport those illegal immigrants, many of whom are Black misandrists. Okay. That's why when you import more cheap labor. Yeah, man. Shoot. See, there's another one. Oh, yeah. This one right here was funny as shit. They got Dale Trump as an agent and as Neo. Shoot, you got a point. I think Biden will win, honestly, because of his economic plan. A lot of semiconductor manufacturing will be going on soon, and they'll use cheap labor to make those chips. Yeah. I mean, my thing is, I'm indifferent to who wins anyway. Like I said, my thing is, I don't really believe it matters who's president. I think that it would amuse me more if Trump would win because everybody crying and shit about oh man, this is the most important time in history. No, the fuck it ain't. No, it's not. Cut that shit out. It's not the most important time in history. I don't think it matters who's president. I just don't. I mean, I learned that with Obama. Back in 08, I was all happy and shit because the racists were mad. And then, like, by the time 2016 rolled around, nothing. What up, Art Stall? What's good, my brother? Good to see you. Every election is the most important time in history. Yep. Which is BS. I had to deal with 2 layoffs in a row at QA Tech. They made me train my replacements that live in Romania. I'm over all of it. Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I'm sorry to hear that you lost your job twice uh, to other motherfuckers, man. I mean, shit. But like I said, whenever a candidate had lines up with black male interests, I would be for that candidate. Oh shit, the second dislike is here. The second dislike. I got another dislike, y'all. I wonder who it was. But hey, thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know you care that motherfucking much about me being on the air, doing my thing, and I'll continue to do it.
Now I'm feeling objectified by your male gaze. Damn.
Yep. Shoot. This is the most divisive time in our history, bro. We had congressmen literally throwing hands over slavery. LMAO, what y'all talking about? Illegals can't take a job. They're given jobs. Blame corporations for hiring illegals. Yeah. 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 If I mean, here's what corporations will do. They will either hire illegals or they will outsource their jobs to foreign countries so they can build factories and shit who have very little standards, like, I don't know, clean water, bathrooms. They'll pay those people 15-20 cents an hour to make shoestrings like they do to prisoners. I mean, that's why you got a prison industrial complex. Cheap labor. Whatever brings more money to their bottom line, because if you have somebody with half a brain working for you, they're going to want to raise sooner or later. I'm going National Guard next. I'm tired of having job security with my degree. I'm tired of not having job security with my degree. Yeah, they're just like, yeah, the degree. You got to have degree. But then they'll fuck you over anyway. With all due respect, Kev, it does matter who's president. Unlike Biden, Trump didn't let 15 to 20 million illegal immigrants into the country. Nor did Trump start a war that can lead to World War III. Okay. All right. Thanks for the due respect. Niggas will like Pablo walk into some shit and say, yo, give me them jobs. Yeah. I said this a while back too. I said basically our view on our own people. What up, Judge Dre? Long time, brother. Yeah, our view on our own people. You see 5 Mexicans standing in front of a gas station, like they do around my area. Well, they did it in the other area, not really my area. To get people standing in front of the gas stations now usually are selling weed. But yeah, from the area I just moved from, you see 5 Mexicans standing in front of a gas station. They're usually out there looking for work. That's how I move, like, from the apartment to the house. I got 2 Mexicans and I got a moving truck, and we moved all that shit. Most black folks are gonna look at those Mexicans like, oh man, they're such hard workers. They doing what they got to do. You see 5 black guys in front of a damn gas station, you try to avoid them as much as possible because you think they're trying to sell some drugs or they trying to ask you for money, which that's a really broken mentality at the end of the day. Because because see, sometimes I used to see black men standing in front of gas stations trying to do the same thing the Mexicans were trying to do. They were trying to just look for some work. Big Ray 94, your ideal on 2025. My ideal, if you're talking about Project 2025, if they're trying to end porn or prawn, as they kind of like to say, because we can't say certain words now. And then I've been receiving emails from YouTube talking about some, we have like what they say, we've restricted your content. Deem it's not appropriate for kids. When I set up the broadcast, of course it's not appropriate for kids. Do I have to tell you twice? But I've been getting those emails lately. So I mean, like, I don't give a fuck. But yeah, if they're trying to end porn, then no, it's a bad idea. But let's put Project 2025 up there. Yeah, somebody was like, oh, Joy Reid is gonna educate us on 2025, Project 2025. And yeah, really, Trump has already denied that he is endorsing Project 2025. And then, like, the first thing I said about that was, First thing I said about that was Joy Reid is a bona fide black man hater. And then, simps, how simps are. Oh man, I don't know what that has to do with Project 2025. It's like, why the hell why the hell what do you mean? Like, you guys are fucking simps. Okay, so Google was like, oh, it's a 900-page plan that calls for extreme policies on nearly every aspect of American lives. Okay, they said, what is Project 2025? And then they got a, oh God, okay, I can't look at that because they're asking for a membership. Yeah. What is Project 2025 is a series of detailed policy proposals put together by hundreds of high-profile conservatives that the project participants. Okay. Impact. Okay. Let me see if I can get something that let me see if I can get something that will be easy to read about Project 2025 mandate for leadership. Project 2025. Oh, this is 900 pages. I'm not going to go through 900 pages. No, sorry about that. Alabama. Okay. All right, just bear with me for a moment. It's a lot of reading. I would have to go through this myself. Shoot, I did see a easy to read thing. Restore our family as a centerpiece of American life and protect our children. Nothing against that. Dismantle the administrative state and return self-government to the American people. Defend our nation's sovereignty, borders, and the boundary against global threats. Secure our God-given individual rights to live freely, what our Constitution calls the blessings of liberty. Okay, all right. Let's see. Yeah, this is a very detailed plan. Taking the reins of government. Sorry, I wish I had more insight, but everybody's saying it like it's such a bad thing. But is it something that's even gonna happen? I mean, shoot, what are you guys' ideas? You seem to have more insight than I do. I just don't happen to fucking care, actually. I just kind of look at it from the outside looking in. I just kind of looked at it as a fear mongering tactic used by what y'all guys like to call the left. Yeah, but I would have to read more into it. I don't even think it's something that's really going to happen, actually. And I heard it's been around for a few years. It's not just something that they just came up with. Keep it 100 says black man asking for work is called begging for a handout. Yeah. Nub Glory says non-Trump Republicans want illegals for cheap labor, but Trump and Trump Republicans do not. There's a big difference between the two groups. Carlton Way one says Project 2025, the new boogeyman. That's what it seemed like is. That's what it seemed like it is. One of the biggest political mistakes that black American men make is that they conflate non-Trump Republicans, aka rhinos, and Trump Republicans. Trump Republicans are very different from the former. Yeah, there's been some from what I can see. There are some Republicans that are against Trump. He said, "I promise y'all, you'll find shit in there not suitable for black men, but we just want people to like us." Yeah. See, here's the thing about black men like me. We don't give a shit about that. And I'm quite sure you don't give a shit about that either, Marcus. P25 is basically to scare white women and get them back in line to create family and babies. In my opinion, Project 2025 is a Democratic scare tactic. Trump said that he does not support Project 2025 as an attempt to get black American men to vote for nothing again. Trump's plan when he gets elected. Okay, so one person said it's Trump's plan when he gets elected. One person says that Trump doesn't endorse Project 2025. Okay, so 60 votes. Trump 67%, the couch 28%, Biden 5%. Okay, so there's one or two more people that said they'll vote for Joe Biden. All righty. I mean, not all righty, because I'm not voting for Joe Biden. Shoot. So yeah, let me see. Oh damn, this is yeah, I had to laugh at this one right here. You know, it's the famous Suge Knight Tupac car scene right before he got gunned down. Yeah. So yeah, man. So okay, so for those of you who are just joining me, if you haven't been here the entire time, is that there was an assassination attempt, or that what appeared to be an assassination attempt on former president and presidential nominee for the Republican Party, Donald Trump. Today, the claim is that the gunman is dead, but someone else died in the crowd, and two others were critically injured. So what we're doing right now is that I'm discussing it. It's been an hour. I will drop the link for those who want to come up and discuss this for a while. If not, you know, I can cut this thing short. RPM was good. Yep. We just went up to 63 votes. 65% Trump, 30% the couch, 5% Biden. But even if you don't vote for Trump, it's still unbelievable that you'll vote for Biden. That's just me, though. That's just me. Yeah. But, you know, at the end of the day, no one should have to die for, you know, for office. I mean, it's the highest office in the country, but I don't agree with trying to take the man's life. I believe that if you want him beaten, you should beat him the right way. You should beat him with your vote. And there's a strong possibility that Trump will select Tim Scott as his vice president. That will be historic. It will be the first time in history that a real black American will be on a major ticket. Okay, yeah, because Obama is not a dose. I mean, he claims that, and with documented proof that he is American, but you know, we know that that's really not the case. But you know, black folks didn't care because you know, Young Jeezy made a song, "My president is black." We love symbolism in the black community. How come they make these memes using black people and not white folks like John Lennon or JFK? I dare them to put Trump face on those two people because the memes were probably made by black folks. You know, black like I said, black folks for real, love white acceptance. Love it. They love white acceptance and value white acceptance a whole lot more than acceptance and good, strong, standardized behaviors from our own people. And I think that's one of the saddest things ever for me to observe as a black person in America. Okay. Yeah. I mean, JFK though, but JFK actually died. Detroit 313 was good, man. What's good, my brother? All right. All right. Support the stream. Support the stream like Hybrid Catastrophic Impact X83rd Power and the Sora C did. Support the stream. But I did drop the link. Big Brain 94 said you just shared. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. That is great support as well. And, you know, probably most importantly, like the stream as well. You know, like so for the algorithm, you know, like some other folks be saying on some other people's stream where I shall not be naming at this time. Right now, black women and DL Hughley are celebrating this. I can't I tell you, DL Hughley, man. DL Hughley is such a virtue signaler. Okay. All right. We got Del Monte Green up here. What's good?
Can you hear me clear?
Yeah, I can hear you clear, loud and clear. What's going on?
Okay. How you doing, man? When this kind of happened, I already saw the narrative in a funny way. To me, this is kind of funny, but it's kind of worn off on me now, and I'm seeing different points of views. Some people were saying it's a setup. Um, some people saying something else. I really haven't really seen everyone's point of view, but to me, it's funny. It's like he got shot, and then he pumped his fist, and he thought he was in his mind. He can hear the Rocky music or something. He was pumping his fist. He thought he was Malcolm X or something right then and there.
Yeah, I
It
told you
shit
like he did the Black Power fist.
it was funny as hell to me, man. I'm like,
Yeah.
now I've been putting on Twitter and X, Trump is a G.
Trump is a G. Yeah, he been he
Trump is 50 Cent now. This shit is crazy as hell, yo.
yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, like they didn't put out they came with the memes, man. Like this one right here.
I
I'm
did
like,
it. I
you
did
are
it
fucking
before.
kidding me.
I did that before. I had tweeted a lady I talked to here and there on Twitter or X, and I had said this before any of that even came out. This was like 12 minutes or so after it happened. I opened Twitter and I seen that it happened. I'm like, damn, I had got a notification. I'm like, this can't be for real. I thought it was like a joke. I thought it was Saturday Night Live in the 80s. I'm like, this can't be for real. I thought it was like a joke. I thought it was set.
No, it wasn't because I first saw someone's community tab as another content creator, and it was like Trump got attacked, and I immediately started looking on Google, and it was nothing on Google yet. But then it was like people like Trump got shot. I was like, God damn! And then all of a sudden, all the headlines been popping up.
Yeah. Well, I was paying attention to it earlier. I was actually watching when it happened.
I'll drop down, sir.
Oh, okay. All right, Mr. Green. Thank you for coming up. All right, go ahead, Judge Ray.
I was watching when it happened, and I'll say, for black men out there, even though Donald Trump is probably the closest white man to ever experience what almost a black person goes through, or what a black person goes through.
Yeah. That's why I say like a lot. That's why a lot of black folks like him because he got shot. He's a felon right now, and it's for all the wrong goddamn reasons, man. You know, we are a people that loves fuckery and we love things that are shameful, and we try to call that shit black. Like it's
I don't think it's that. I think what it is is people feel they can relate to you because you're going through your experience. So basically, I'm pretty sure black people are hoping like now, like a lot. This case right here, like I paying attention to it, everything. This incident today shows the problem with society. It highlights some other points, like perfect example. If you watch the footage of when the shot started firing, when it was farther back, they had another angle. So you could see the snipers, Trump snipers on top of the roof. If you notice when the shots start fire, one of the snipers ducked. Where the other sniper took aim and shot the nigga.
It's two of them?
Yeah, it was two snipers on the roof. Well, but just give an example. It's kind of like those kids at the Robb Elementary, where those cops didn't go in there. It's like, and kind of like I say, sometimes is the right person for the job don't have all the qualifications that you want. You need a motherfucker that's gonna pull that trigger and not be scared. It's like I sit up here and say, it's like it's like okay, this is the DEI guy or the ESG guy, the motherfucker that ducked, and the right person for the job was the sniper that as soon as he started firing, he took aim and started firing back. And that's the difference. Like and I hope that after all this stuff that Trump has gone through, he's gonna say, look, some of this shit we're gonna have to nip this shit in the bud and get over with. Like you can't weaponize city services or people against you. Because I'm going through a case right now. I picked up a case. I gotta go to court next month. I don't know. You guys don't know, but I picked up a charge. I'm probably gonna end up going to jail. I'm not going. I'm in the process of getting my house and stuff together, taking care of everything I can because I'm probably gonna go to jail.
Sorry about that, bro.
Well, I didn't technically. I mean, I did what I did. I was attacked, but I won the fight, so you know how it is. And the person that hit me was white, so you know how that is.
Oh shit! Yeah, I know.
And what's so bad? I had 5. It was 6 witnesses in the room. They all said that they attacked me first, but the city and one of the cops came. It was 9 white cops, not 1 black. So you already know how that is. They didn't put any charges on them. This person's already on probation, and they got a DV charge already. So you would think that this person's on papers already, got a DV charge. You think that I would walk? No, I'm probably. Yeah. I mean, they're bringing up my case from 25 years ago, and they're trying to get on me for the child support, bringing this case up. I never knew it was assault charge. They can go after the child support, but they do that. But this is what we see. Hopefully, we'll say back onto the subject is we'll start to say, well, look, some of these things don't need to be weaponized. Like as soon as there needs to be a clause in that, where somebody say, "Oh, okay, I see you trying to weaponize the police." Oh, guess what? We don't give a fuck and don't do shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because like literally, I didn't had everybody. I didn't had the city. Ever since this situation went down, this person called. They didn't have the city inspectors at my house. I had the APL at my house. I'm letting you know, all these city services have been weaponized. And you guys realize now 2 of them are just saying, look, you realize you guys have been weaponized, you're being played. And they like forget it too. But sometimes you get idiots in it. No, they're gonna make something of it. And I believe that's basically it's like Trump sees. Okay, fine. We can't get you for nothing. So we're gonna say you falsified a return on how much of value your property is. Nobody lost anything. Like when you sit up there and think about this whole thing, first thing you do is you try to do that. You try to get them for this, that, and the other. No, you can't get them for that. Then you can't get them for this. Then the first thing you do is you try to make it to where you can strip his Secret Service protection. That. So yeah, it's like, well, what, bro? It sounds like God. It sounds like you was trying to kill me. And look what happened today.
What you're talking about is called a witch hunt.
Yeah, but you
just trying to look for any reason to take the man down.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, it's like sometimes when it's becoming a bad like this, it's like, well, from now on, they need to make a new law or something. They need to call it, you can call it witch hunt doctor. Oh, well, no, you're affiliated with somebody else that's trying to go down with this, trying to bring this down. Guess what? We don't give a fuck about your case. Because you're just digging. You're looking for something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like one of the things you've heard me say before, I don't believe white people should be fired for calling us niggas if they wasn't at work. Now, some people say, oh, whatever, but you understand what I'm saying. Sometimes when you go too far with this bullshit, that allows all this shit, the consequences of this shit to happen. And I believe it's like, okay, we're just going to keep digging. And it's like after a while, you be like, it's like you cry wolf to me.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, it's just becoming that way. Like I hate to say something, man. This is the best country on the planet. I'm not even gonna lie to this. This is. But I hate to say something. I hate this fucking country. You know what I mean? It's just you sit up here and say this is the best place to live, and people well, go somewhere else. Well, motherfucker ain't nowhere else to go. And I mean, we've become a just cesspool where like a lie. It's like a lie. It's like, oh, we just, the Democrats started it with the cancel culture and all like that, weaponization of the law, all this shit. So like, it's just, it's like, okay, well, fine. What else you gonna do now? Mm-hmm. And then that's why a lot of men have said, no, I'm just checking out. Why is that? Because all this shit is weaponized against me. It's just like waiting for you to piss the wrong person off, Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter what it is. When you see how easy it is for things to be weaponized, like say it doesn't even have to be nothing to do with women, but say me and you going for a contract for a $51 million contract, right? Or I'm a contractor, you a contractor. It's 50. There's a $1 million bid out there, and it's only me and you. They're gonna have to choose one of us. Mm-hmm. Think about, I can just get like 5 motherfucking. Hey, I'm gonna give y'all 10 grand a piece. Just say this dude sexually assaulted you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just tie it up in court. Immediately, I'll get the by the time they realize that you ain't done shit, you know what I mean? I done already got the contract and everything is gone. I mean, you made it too easy for shit to be weaponized. It's just, it's like what? And that's the new scam right now. Think about it. All these fake, like you see damn near every fucking post is clickbait. Every damn story is wrote in a way to where it's just, you can just tell it's just garbage. Mm-hmm. Like, you read the headline, you be like, oh, good. Then by the time you finish reading the thing, you be like, that headline had nothing to do with what happened.
Yeah, propaganda, man. Propaganda is
becoming to the point to where, I hate to say something, it's like 70% of what come out of people's mouth is a lie.
Yep.
Or that's like, we're getting to the point to where you're like, y'all motherfuckers just lie so fucking much it ain't funny.
Yeah, it's hard to tell the truth from a lie these days, man. It's a shame, man, that you can barely trust anything at this point.
No, but what's even badder that is, it's like, okay, fine. And then when you catch a person in a lie, hey, look, you just lied, and it's like no consequence for that shit.
Isn't that exactly what politicians do on a regular basis? Lie?
Yeah, but it's becoming it's not politicians. It's anybody. Like, just give an example.
Including politicians. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you catch anybody in a lie, that's almost like saying, hey, man, you lied instead, I stole your money. Well, I'm going to beat your ass, nigga. You didn't have to say that shit. It's like, well, but bro, you lied and said I stole your money when I didn't. You know what I mean? And the way, it's like, I hate to say, a well-told lie beats the truth every day.
Yeah, especially the lies that people want to believe to be the truth.
It's becoming to a point to where it's like, and I see why it's like, hey, man, you just go on and shut up, try to keep your head down, stay away from people. It's just too many things, and it's like, you can show them proof. Hey, look, this is the person did this. This is the person did this. It's like they don't give a shit. And then I know that like a chick can just, or anybody, it doesn't even, like me, I can say something on you, a well-told lie, and your credibility is shot for nothing. By the time they figure out, it's just too late. It's becoming to the point to where we got to get back to this. We got to get back to the old America where we don't give a fuck about this shit. Think about it, like motherfuckers getting canceled because of a picture. Ain't got no text or nothing, but because of a picture 40 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know if we ever go back to the olden days, man. I don't, man. There's too much weird shit going on right now.
I'll say in the last 5 years, we turned that back. That cancel culture, that shit's got to go. Because this is the problem is, you like this. I ain't gonna lie. These motherfuckers sitting up here trying to get me with assault charge right now. The only reason why I didn't beat the shit out this motherfucker, like I knew I was probably going down. It's like I had witnesses. So I'm like, I got 6 witnesses in the room. I'm cool. I'm like, the only person they put charges on is me. And I'm like, well, hey, she attacked 2 other people first before she attacked me. Well, we don't, and then the white dude told me, we don't have to charge her if we don't want to.
Oh, okay. There was a woman?
Yeah, a woman too.
Oh man. Well,
She
that
attacked
might.
two other people before she attacked me.
Well,
That
you know
ain't
what?
not right. As he said, and I told her, I said, for real? I said, do you guys realize you're being played?
Mm.
Yeah, and when I'm trying to say, the people wrote statements out. They got statements. They wrote statements out. Like two people are coming to testify on it. But I'm like, I already know. Look, if Jonathan Majors went down, I admit the second time she came at me, I knocked her down to the ground and hit her once to make sure she stayed down. But I mean, I'm like, shit. So I realized if Jonathan Majors went down for running, and pushing a woman in a car, hey man, I admit, yeah, man, this is what I did. So they gonna we gonna find something. And I'm like, well, fine, charge us both with assault. No, we don't have to do that. But I said, you realize this woman's on probation already. She's got a DV charge, and she lost a 12-year-old child where she gets supervised visit with a 12-year-old. So you already know. This is real recently. I said, you're not going to put any charges? We don't have to do that if we don't want to. I said, no, dude. You're supposed to uphold the law. You ain't supposed to pick and choose who you do, but evidently that shows they do that. The Jonathan Majors case showed us that. Look at the Trump case where they said, oh, well, fine. Well, you didn't really steal nothing and nobody was hurt, but we're going to throw you in jail. We're going to charge you $500 million for a lie because you misquoted something. I mean, do you realize you could put anybody fucking in jail with that? I mean, like that whole Mar-a-Lago situation, you could put anybody in jail.
Okay, let me say this real quick. They say the guy who shot, the guy who made the assassination attempt, is named Thomas Matthew Crooks. He's identified as the suspect.
Yeah, just this one thing I hate to say. You guys better go to X. I ain't gonna lie. X had all the shit first. Like I knew about it. Like I knew the dude's name like within 30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes you gotta read through because they always said that because X they saw, hey man, congratulations to the dude that ran up on the stage, the security guard that like this dude shot the guy. And I'm like, no, I watched the video. It was a dude up on the roof that shoots that sniper on the left that shot him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but see, it's like, so sometimes you gotta weed through a little bit. But yeah, I said it was that dude on the left. They didn't show, they haven't said his name yet, but he was the one that shot because you could hear the gunshots and you could hear him return fire. He shot him. The dude on the left. Like it's two snipers on the roof, or it's a video back where you can see Trump talking, and you can see in the distance the two snipers, and you can see when the shots fell out, the sniper, the one laying down, takes more cover, while the one sniper standing up aims his gun and shoots at his ass. I'm like, yeah, see, that's when it comes to like you have these motherfuckers who ain't right for the job, like that nigga who laid down. That no, nigga, you gone. You know what I mean? You a sniper, dude. You ain't supposed to be scared of gunfire. I mean, it's like it's like a firefighter being scared of fire. Nigga, that's what it's called. We trying to give everybody equal opportunity. No, motherfucker, I don't give a fuck if the nigga got a felony. If the nigga ain't gonna react to gunfire and he gonna shoot back when that's the motherfucker that needed to be there. What if the other dude missed? What if his gun jammed? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what we're gonna have to get back to that. So we said, no, we're gonna go get away from this shit and get back to the right people for the job. Because this shit, like this, that's just like them Rob Elementary where them cops stood outside. Where you would have never thought them cops would have stand outside. But this is what we're getting to a point where we just want to put motherfuckers in position to be fair and whatever, or to do this. When half of these motherfuckers ain't doing their job anyway. We just need to know. No, we just gonna put the right people in the job. Fuck the DEI. Fuck this. Hey, look, your ass. You don't perform when shit hits the fan. You're gone. And that's the problem. America. We've come in. We are watching the downfall of America right now. Unfortunately, unless
how long has this downfall been going on, man?
well, like
come on, man.
Think about it. When I mean, the downfall, we've always thought it's been going on, but now it's actually starting to turn where people, people don't care. You got half the country fighting the other half, like, did you ever think that we would actually, if you could say, like, go back to your grandfather and be like, look, man, grandfather, you give me a nickel right now. And if you give me a nickel, if in 15 years from now, we'll be fighting about, and there'll be a government department that somebody called them the wrong pronoun. And if that turns true, I'll give you $50 billion. Your grandfather wouldn't have gave you that nickel back then. I don't take that bet. There ain't nobody gonna do that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like we started to, like, the foolishness, we're starting to give every fucking thing credibility. Hey, look, we don't give a shit about that. We need to get back to that. Oh, I don't care who you slept with last night. I don't care. I don't care whatever. Yeah, you can call yourself a tree. Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah. So I identify as a lion.
So I told motherfuckers, I'm stupid as fuck. Look, motherfucker. Yeah, you right. Motherfucker, you want to play by these rules. Look, motherfucker, I identify as Elon Musk. I'm going to the bank tomorrow. Hey, I need to borrow $2 billion, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you're right about that.
Dude, I'm gonna use that shit for something beneficial, not just to, it's like, I just told you so. It's like we are living in such a delusion that it's like you made it to the point where either half the people don't feel like getting into a fight, and then like nowadays, by you not living in their delusion can cost you your livelihood. Can you imagine losing your job and your everything because you didn't want to you misgender somebody? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that draft policy they just wrote, they are very specific about gender.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, and I'm like, this is the problem. And I told people all the time, I said, a person with nothing to lose is a very dangerous person.
Yeah.
Well, if you're going to say, well, because I ain't going to lie. I thought about it. Well, look, motherfucker, if y'all going to find me guilty, I might as well go ahead and handle these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If I'm going to go to jail, you're going to find a way to put me in jail on a technicality.
Yeah. Well,
I might as well do something.
If you get put in jail, you might as well, make it worth it.
Right. Oh, say you might as well go out with, hey, man. And I mean, it's tempted now. I know a couple of, I got a little list I ain't gonna say that I wouldn't mind hurting. You know me, I don't mind. I actually like to cause people physical pain, but only my head.
Well, that's Judge Dre, y'all. Like, I mean, good. But okay.
Yeah, like I said, but the problem is I realized that you might the causing somebody physical pain and and doing it for somebody who's not guilty of anything is two different things. And the problem is when you start like blurring the lines too much, you go back to a point to where it's like, well, what somebody misgender you, they're gonna pull out a gun and blow your brains out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Any little excuse. I mean, because fine. Look, I'm about to lose my job because I called him or her by accident. You know what I mean, man? And I'm a woman. It's like a saying, not that I was trying to cause any harm. And we've been coming to a point to where it's like half the people, if you notice, half the people in the world nowadays, what are they doing? They keeping their head down and staying out of trouble because they realize any little thing could cost them their job. A social media post can come back and backfire and cost you your job 20 years later.
Well, yeah, and that kind of thing is just getting worse and worse and worse. But who that doesn't affect? That doesn't affect Joe Biden.
No, right.
Joe Biden can say all kinds of shit about black folks, and who doesn't care in particular? Black folks.
Well, black people do. I hate to say so. Black men care about that. And the only ones that
black men should care, but I mean, like, there are some black men that are they are awakening, but at the same time there's still a bunch of black men that's gonna get in line with their wives get in line for mama and still vote against their own interests. And I think that it's going to take. I think it's going to take a while because a lot of black men are hard pressed to wake up, and a lot of black men will sit up there and attack the black men that are waking up because they want to try something else as far as going to the voting booth.
Well, this is the thing, though. I said, as you say, this is the black men who are fighting for the. It's only two of them, two types of them. Some of them they realize, oh look, I done fucked up, and I done already made this bed, so I got to lie in it, and I got to make it as comfortable as possible. So I got to go ahead and go against my own agenda, just so. Because look, why? If any little thing, I mean, what are you gonna do? They're gonna say, I was, like you lose your wife. Oh, well, I was sexually assaulted during our relationship. I mean, like literally, you're gone. You're gonna lose. You're not gonna win that no day of the week. You can, you know what I mean? You're not. So like, a lot of the men that either it's like it's the only two things you can do. You can either kiss ass or don't participate.
Okay.
Which one you got?
Big Ray 94 say you've been drinking that Kool-Aid. Who been drinking that Kool-Aid? And what's the flavor of the Kool-Aid that you were talking about? Somebody's been drinking. And Fast in His Life. What's good? He said Trump just sealed his re-election. Biden didn't even call it assassination attempt. Yeah, Biden did call himself condemning it, but yeah, he didn't call it an assassination attempt. And and at this point, Biden can't even spell assassination.
Right.
Like,
I mean, like just think about like that we've come into a state of dysphoria so well. Like I've been paying attention to the TV, so I watch the debates, and you watch this live show as it happened, and then you go, okay, fine, let's see what the news say afterwards. No, it just went off, so we want to see. And you just watch them tell the complete opposite. You'd be like, well, god damn, these motherfuckers, they lie like cheap rugs. And I mean, like literally, that's why you see the only reason why the news people are coming around now, they realize Biden ain't getting back in there. There's so much shit done seen that he ain't getting back in there. So what they're trying to do, they're trying to save face. It was fun. They're trying to save face because they realize after this election is over with, their ratings are going to take a big drop again. And, they get paid by the advertisers on their ratings. The only reason why people even paying attention to it, regular TV now is because of an election year.
Said both of us have been drinking that Kool-Aid. What Kool-Aid, man? I want to know. You got to be more specific, bro. Yeah. You got to be more specific. And Fast in His Life, your comment didn't even appear on the YouTube, man. So I want to let you know it ain't me. I mean, I'm showing it right here, but I see like say who you be voting for in November. Okay, 67 votes. Trump is at 67%. The couch is at 28%, and Biden is at 4%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and just give you an example. Like some people, like D.L. Hughley, he could never come out and be on even if he wanted to vote Trump, which half of these motherfuckers probably gonna go in there and vote Trump. Like my cousin, he's always been a Democrat. So we were sitting up there talking to him. The one I told you had the 50-year-old had his first kid at 50. You and Billina, I was like, well, here, how's your 401k looking now? This bullet ball, man. I lost like 200 and something thousand. I said, right. I said, so you done lost about 200 and something thousand in net worth. Your ass gonna still vote for him? He's like, yeah, he said, I'm leaning towards Trump now. I said, right. Vote your own interest. Don't worry about your damn money and shit.
Yeah, I think people are tired of inflation. I mean, they said Biden is putting out this plan that, that'll help inflation, go down. Like, just providing like that. That's something that's supposed to directly impact the black community. But,
you can't do shit. You got two wars going on that we damn near supporting. So, I mean, so we losing money left and right. Like everybody talked all that shit about Trump, but Trump told Trump was one of them firmly, no nigga, you do that, we're going, sometimes you got to talk a good game but he kept us out of wars. You know, niggas think, hey, don't fuck with that nigga. You know how they say don't fuck with that nigga. And and it worked. It saved us trillions of dollars. You may not like it didn't come off and it didn't sound peachy, but at least we ain't over in somebody's backyard and people ain't hating us. I mean, when you go to the store, I tell a motherfucker, I don't get, well, I watch people. I said, look how much money you lose. Like everybody was making money. I know people who were in the pharmaceutical game and they said, bro, and he said, I ain't gonna lie, man, we need Trump back in office. Why is that? Because at least he said even the crackheads had jobs. They could go hustle and make the money. He said, everybody is fucking broke. Everybody. And these motherfuckers still talking about voting Democrat. What the fuck is wrong with them? You can't even eat tomorrow. And your dumb ass that loyal to the shit, man. Fuck. Nigga, I don't give a fuck what. Trump can call me nigga every day of the week. I don't give a fuck. Do I got a job? Do I got food on the table? And
you know damn well if Trump call you a nigga, man. Come on, man.
If Trump called me a nigga, I'd beat his ass. Deal with.
Come on, man.
And I ain't gonna lie, I can still vote for him if he called me a nigga.
Yeah.
He was the better, but this is the plain and simple. Remember, I got the reason judge for a reason. Hey, I'm gonna put the right person in there that's right for the job. You need a motherfucker that ain't gonna take no shit. You know, you need, like, when you think about it, you're dealing with dictators from other countries who got a totally different damn shit than I do. I mean, think about it, you dealing with like people like China, North Korea, Russia. China's the one that steal your shit and say fuck you. So you need a nigga that's gonna say fuck you back. You know?
Well, you know, I'm in agreement in it as long as it's in the best interest of blacks. You know? That's when I'll agree with something like that.
Well, sometimes it don't always have to be the best interest of the blacks. It's got to be the best interest of the country. And the best, you know, you got to sit up here and think. Don't always put a black spin on it. It's the best interest.
Well, I mean, we goddamn need to, man. Seriously,
no, we do need to. I mean,
we goddamn need to, bro. Because I mean, shit. It's like, what's wrong with us trying to, work toward our own interests, man? It's nothing wrong with that, man. And then when motherfuckers sit up there and try to say, oh, we shouldn't be thinking in terms of black, I have to wonder about that person because every fucking group thinks within their own interest.
Okay.
And I mean, it's about motherfucking time we did too.
Okay, but one of the things is, just give an example. I have always been above average earner, like most of my people in the age group. I've never, like, even when I was younger, I was making way more than people my age, you know? And what I've always learned about being that, like, as they say, that stood out guy, you know, as they say, that guy who stood out or who would always be, the worst thing to do is, oh, that's the equal opportunity Negro.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to get tired of that shit when I was there. I said, well, nigga, I got the highest numbers in the store, bro. I've been beating everybody.
Meanwhile, Denzel.
But you know what I mean? But when we sitting here at the time, that's the equal opportunity nigga. That used to bother, maybe because I can name like 7 other places where I was the top. Like, there's not one job that I've worked in my life that I haven't been top 3 minimum. But most of the time I'm number 1 or number 2. And to always hear, oh, you got it because you like. Sometimes you get tired of that shit. You know, niggas that work hard and have always been elite and top, you get tired of hearing that shit. So I totally understand when some people go by, oh, they would, no, nigga, trust me, most businesses gonna hire the productive person.
Yeah.
They want to stay in business. If the business wants to stay in business, they're gonna hire the productive person. They're not gonna hire, you know what I mean? Because you see, what did your DEI shit got you? What did your ESG scores get you? I mean, think about it. You got 401k tied up in a company, and these motherfuckers say, oh, you need to hire this Raggedy Ann in this position right here. That think, now this motherfucker, think about it, you sell beer. Imagine if you was one of them people working at Budweiser. You sell fucking beer. I got my 401k tied up in beer, and these motherfuckers talking about a gay agenda. Nigga, we sell beer. I don't give a fuck who you sleep, as long as you drinking my shit. Imagine the people who lost all that money because of why? A technicality that these motherfuckers, and what do?
Well, you know they don't care about losing money, bro. Look at Disney.
Trust me. Oh, actually, Disney, trust me. You say they don't care, but they actually do. Because see, the problem is the shareholders now with Disney, you about to see big ass lawsuits about to start coming out.
They already saw. They already saw.
Yeah. Like this shit. And then the people say, wait a minute, man, I don't go. Think about this. They can weaponize your 401k against you, or a way to just uproot the middle class. You know, you just destroyed the middle class with these last 4 years. You know, somebody took 200K from you. Like, I look at my cousin, bro, you lost 200 something $1,000. Oh, yeah. I mean, nigga, you got 30. You think about it, you only had one job in your life. You 54 years old and you got 30 years in already. You know? I mean, when you done done everything right, didn't have the kids out of wedlock, didn't do none of that shit, and then shit that you don't have nothing control could just destroy your life. Come on, man.
Well, we should fight for policies that prevent such.
Right, right. And that's one of the things we need to do, and I think that's one reason why we need to get him. I think after Trump getting his wake up call right here, when people bring shit up to, hey, look, man, we need to stop so this shit can be stop being weaponized against people. You're right. You know, even if they come up with a bill, sound like weaponization. Well, you know, we ain't even, you know, going down there, because basically an overzealous prosecutor can destroy somebody's life. You know, remember I told you all the people that I sat in jail with, with me being processed in and out of the system for the child support. And I saw so many people tied up on cases. Well, hey, man, this case should have been dismissed. You know, the person didn't show up, and what do? They swear the jury in, and at the last minute, they either drop your case. That's normally what they do now. So if you got a case now, and you know you don't never take no plea, because they'll swear the jury in, do that shit, knock them off, and then drop the charges after that. So don't think that, you know. But that happens a lot more than you think. I can name at least 5 people who sat in jail for months. Matter of fact, the guy who did the guy who got Cleveland Clinic when you hear about that lawsuit Cleveland Clinic had about 8 years ago when they weren't paying the people the overtime.
What about it?
That case came out actually because the lawyer who got him, the guy was originally charged with sexual assault. A woman who had a mental problem said that he had pushed her in a closet and just touched her. Now, you know, Cleveland Clinic got cameras every fucking where. Ain't no proof. He sat in jail for a year and a half before they let him go and gave him his job back. They didn't pay him all his time. And basically what had happened is the lawyer, when he was going through the paperwork, he said, well, look, I see that y'all got, he's like, they didn't pay you for overtime here. He's like, oh, they haven't been doing it to anybody. And he was the one that started the class action lawsuit, came actually because the lawyer who got him out of jail for a crime that he didn't do discovered another crime that the company was doing. That's how Cleveland Clinic got sued then. And they had to pay buku money. So basically, they believed that a woman told a lie on a dude and ended up costing $1 billion company billions because they was doing some other underhanded shit, and the lawyer discovered that in discovery. So I mean, literally, it's just
All right. Son is hot rock. What's good, man? He said, has anyone read Trump's policies, or are black people just voting for him based on how they feel? Black people, I'm sorry to say this about my people, usually vote on how we feel.
Well,
and that's whether they vote Republican or whether they vote Democrat, whether they vote independent, whether they voting in this poll I got on this in the chat. They will vote based on how they feel. But one thing that I will tell you is that there are a lot of black people right now that are tired of the same old.
Well,
at this point,
I'm voting in my best interest. I'm an independent contractor. When the middle class is doing well, what do? They spend more money on their houses. They hire me to build, so I'm voting in my best interest. Because when everybody has more money, they spend more money.
Yeah.
That's the reason why. It's not had nothing to do with black. When the economy's good and people are working and making money, they spend more money. I mean, like literally now, you got everybody trying to nickel and dime you.
Yeah.
I mean, like literally, you know, when a person makes $50 an hour and these motherfuckers trying to get the job done for, well, come work the whole day and we'll give you $100. Come on now. You know, that's because everybody's being that cheap and everybody's broke because they can't even pay you the wage you earned. A lot of people are just like, I know some people, they're letting their houses fall down around them because why? They can't afford to pay nobody to fix it. I mean, you got, $300,000, $400,000 houses falling apart because you can't even hire a dude on a daily rate because you're that broke.
Yeah. Hey, Dre, listen up, man. I think I'm about to bring this one to an end. Shoot, you want to go ahead and do your final statement? Then I'll do my final statement. Then I'll be out. What's good?
I mean, I hate to say black people, you got to get off of this. Everything is this. Well, vote for, plain and simple, vote for a good economy. I said, because the men shouldn't be, I want to, because when you try to say, well, what is black interest? Okay, whatever. You're putting too much in it. Now we found it just like these women. So now, if they ain't doing nothing for the black woman, black man, we ain't doing, no. Hey, will it make the middle class people and a good economy? Oh, good. Those are the way we need to go. We don't need we ain't women. We don't need hey, okay, well, fine. You made it an opportunity. It's an opportunity out there. I can get out there and hustle and make money. That's all. I mean, where the women want a handout. The women ain't gonna never go against the Democrats because the Democrats are paying them with handouts. They'd be stupid to. That's it. That's always in their best interest, and that's the reason why they indoctrinate as many males as they can to be to vote Democrat, because that just helps their interest.
Yeah. Son is hot raw. I asked you, Dre. But Dre, how do you know what's in your best interest if you haven't read either party's policies for this term?
Okay, I go by the policies on how we have 4 years of Trump and we've had 4 years of Biden already. Plain and simple. I don't give a fuck what you say. The only thing that cost Trump the getting back in was the China virus. I mean, I think about this and shit. To show you how fucked up the Democrats are. Instead of you coming out, if the Democrats would have just got on page and said, no, man, motherfucker, we're gonna make China pay for that shit. Right? Oh my gosh, you called it the China virus. No, but you realize this virus that they played around with just cost us $50 trillion. You know what I mean? This shit just cost $50 trillion and 1,000 lives. And the only thing y'all motherfuckers pissed off about the name we called it. I don't give a fuck what you call it. You know what I mean? That's the problem. Democrats want to find some kind of bullshit to be mad about. No, bitch, pay the fucking money. Oh, we owe you. No, nigga, we ain't paying you shit. You know how much money we owe China right now? We ain't paying you shit. Now what? I mean, that's we're voting in your best interest. Right.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Is there anything else, Dre? Before I sign it off?
No.
Okay. All right. Well. All right. Crazy day here in America. We had a presidential candidate that had an assassination attempt. Many say it was real. Many say it was staged. But however you see it, by the optics, there's no reason to kill anyone over this. I mean, it could be a propaganda tactic by the right. It could be a fear mongering tactic by the left. Who knows? But again, nobody deserves to be punished. Nobody deserves to die for this. I mean, if you want to vote, and just to keep the man from winning, whatever, that's the right way to do things. But killing the man, no, that's never the right way. So let me get the final tally on the poll. Says 73 votes. Who you be voting for this November? Trump gets 68%. Biden gets 5%. The couch gets 26%. Yeah, I mean, this poll is not a reflection of America as a whole. But, at the same time, this is, the reflection of, black men, at least black men who watch this channel. Let's see. Son is hot. Raw said in response, with all due respect, policies change and new policies are brought in each term. So last term's policies are not going to be the next term's policies. Yeah, because, our issues are, God damn it, cat. Like why do you like to do this when I'm like, Never mind. That's a cat. They don't speak English. Yeah, yeah, because our issues are ever evolving and they're ever changing. So I can roll with what Sun is Hot Raw is saying. So I mean, yesterday's policies ain't necessarily going to be today's policies. So just like yesterday's prices ain't going to necessarily be today's prices. So anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Hopefully, you guys will be here tomorrow night for Smoke Show Sunday. As it continues, there's not really anybody that has any smoke for me, but we're gonna have that show anyway. So yes, that's it for me. That's it for this show tonight. Crazy day in America. Hopefully, it won't get any crazier, but the year is only over halfway over, so uh, we shall see. So anyway, that's it. Long live the habitual line steppers. Black man, whatever you do, however you vote, don't give up. Win, win, win. Peace out.